Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm Dr. Chibuike Emmanuel Ikechukwu, an integrative psychotherapist and couples counselor. Today we are tackling a sensitive but important topic known as porn addiction. It is something many people struggle with privately, often feeling trapped between shame, guilt, and failed attempts to stop. What I want to do in this video is look at porn addiction from two angles: the clinical approach, which draws from psychology and therapy, and also the spiritual approach, which speaks to faith, meaning, and inner renewal. If you've been wrestling with this issue, know that you are not alone and change is possible. Number one, or part one, understanding porn addiction. Let's start by defining what we are talking about. Porn addiction isn't officially listed in the DSM-5, the manual clinicians use for mental health diagnosis, but many therapists recognize a pattern of compulsive use. Here's what that looks like. You spend increasing amount of time viewing pornography, often at the expense of relationships, work, or responsibilities. You feel unable to control or cut back despite wanting to. It brings short-term relief or pleasure, but leaves you with long-term guilt, shame, or emptiness. It can affect intimacy with a partner, creating unrealistic expectations or emotional disconnections. Let's look at it from a clinical approach. It functions much like other behavioral addictions. The brain's reward system gets hijacked, flooding it with dopamine, and over time, it takes more and more stimulation to get the same effect. That cycle keeps people stuck. Now, the clinical approach is very interesting. How do we deal with it clinically? Number one, self-awareness and tracking. The first step is noticing patterns, journaling what urges come up within you, what time, what mood you are in, what triggered it, can help you understand the cycle. And many people find that boredom, stress, or loneliness are their own triggers. Number two, cognitive behavioral therapy, which we call CBT. It helps identify the thoughts and the emotions fueling the behavior. For example, I feel stressed, I can't cope, porn helps me escape. Therapy challenges that belief and replaces it with healthier coping strategies. Number three, behavioral interventions. Things like installing accountability software, limiting device use in private spaces, or creating structured routines can break automatic habits. Number four, support and connections. Addiction thrives in secrecy, so joining a support group, whether online or in person, creates accountability and reduces shame. Even opening up to one trusted friend can make a huge difference. Number five, holistic care. Exercise, balanced sleep, and nutrition help regulate the brain's reward system and reduces compulsive behaviors. Stress management techniques like mindfulness or breathing exercise also make urges easier to read out. Now, clinically, recovery isn't about willpower alone. It is about reshaping your environment, your coping skills, and your support system. Part three, looking at the spiritual approach. Let's look at the spiritual side. Many people struggling with porn addiction also wrestle with guilt, shame, and a sense of disconnection from God. Number one, seeing yourself with compassion spiritually. It's important to remember that falling into this struggle doesn't erase your value or God's love for you. Guilt can be constructive. It points you to change, but shame tells you, I am the problem. You see, God offers forgiveness and renewal, not condemnation. Number two, prayer and scripture. Prayer can become a tool not just for asking forgiveness, but for seeking strength. Passages like 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13 reminds us that God provides a way out of temptation. Meditation on these truths can shift focus from despair to hope. Number three, fasting and discipline. See, some spiritual disciplines like fasting train both the body and the spirit to resist the cravings of dopamine. By practicing self-denial in one area, you strengthen your ability to resist in other areas. Number 4, community of faith. Just as clinical recovery thrives in accountability, spiritual growth does too as well. Confessing struggles to a trusted pastor, mentor, or small group can break the secrecy that keeps addiction alive. In James chapter 5, verse 16, it says, confess your faults one to another. Pray for one another that you may be healed. Number 5, purpose and renewal. Spiritually, overcoming addiction isn't just about stopping a behavior. It is about redirecting that energy towards your God-given calling. When your life is filled with purpose, service, and deeper intimacy with God, the grip of addiction loosens. Now, let me conclude. Dealing with porn addiction requires both practical tools and spiritual renewal. Clinically, it's about awareness, therapy, structure, and support. Spiritually, it's about grace, prayer, community, and rediscovering your purpose. If you are struggling today, I want you to know this recovery is possible. It may not happen overnight, but each step forward, whether clinical or spiritual, is part of your healing journey. Thank you for watching. If this video spoke to you, consider subscribing and sharing it with someone who might need encouragement. And if you'd like me to do a deeper dive on specific struggles or strategies, either clinical or spiritual, let me know in the comments. Stay strong, stay hopeful, and remember, freedom is possible. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.